Let's talk about balloons, okay? Balloons. The kind of things that we all used to like to get when we were kids and carry around, and always considered them nebulous, even fun, until the Biden regime decided they were the enemies of mankind. Yeah, okay, you know what I'm talking about. The big lie. The big lie. We are being invaded by China with big giant balloons, spy balloons. This is an invasion of America. And he sent up I think an F-16 or whatever, to shoot down a balloon. I think some of those missiles he used cost about $400,000 to shoot down a balloon. A balloon. Okay? And make no mistake about it. The Biden regime, for over a week, accused China of spying on America with balloons. Okay? China has more satellites flying around the Earth's circumference than we do that are capable of reading a license plate on your car. But they sent over balloons. Big, giant balloons, according to Joe Biden and his Pentagon. His, what's the guy's name? John Kirby, spokesperson, told us how brave Joe was. Well, he sent up the planes and he shot down those balloons. Kirby, over and over there with that serious look on his face, very solemn. We were invaded by the Chinese balloons and we shot them down. You know, any minute I expected Biden or Kirby or Valerie Nuland or one of the others, Blinken, to tell us that they had decided that Phileas Fogg was public enemy number one. You know, some of you remember Phileas Fogg from Jules Verne's Around the World in 80 Days. He had a balloon and he came after us. Well, you know what? Now they're telling us, well, Kirby creeped out today and quietly announced that, well, it turns out it may have just been some sort of well, let me read what he said here. We haven't seen any indication or anything that points specifically to the idea that the three objects were part of the People's Republic of China spy balloon program, or that they were definitely involved in external intelligence efforts. He adds that they could have just been tied to some commercial or benign purpose, which is kind of like what most of us said from the beginning. Kirby's attitude is, well, nobody could have known. Yes, they could have. I knew. The CPAC patriots who emailed me, text messaged me, they all knew, quite a number. And so did the Pentagon, and so did Mr. Kirby, and so did brave, courageous, and bold Joe Biden. So why'd they do it? And I'll make this quick because we're running out of time. They did it because they needed to have a diversion, a duplicitous diversion, to divert people's attention from the real story of last week, and that is that the United States committed an international terrorist act by blowing up the Nord Stream pipeline. That was the big story last week, which the lapdog media refused to tell, which they aided the Biden regime in covering up, and which, if had it been properly explored, would have put the United States in a position it deserves to be in. And Joe Biden would be up for impeachment for violating the War Powers Act and the Constitution, declaring war on another nation through a terrorist act by blowing up that pipeline. That's the real story. That was the real story that went untold because the Biden administration decided to target Phileas Fogg. Okay? There's no other way to say it. This is preposterous, and it's got to stop. Let me finish with this. It gets back to what I keep telling you over and over, and a lot of CPAC patriots understand completely. If the Biden regime says it, it's probably a lie, just like the balloon. Okay? So we're going to keep fighting back. We're going to win. We're going to win. We're never going to stop. Let's do this thing, folks.